Hello, we are live. I'm trying to enhance the volume so everyone can hear. Done. Welcome to our fourth and final baby shower of 2025. Waiting for some people to join the live. Say hi in the chat, please. Let us know where you're watching from. Amy Powell is our first viewer. Welcome, Amy. Where are you watching from tonight? We had a big thunderstorm here about 2.5, 3 hours ago. Thankfully, it's over, but man, was it loud. Hey, Carla Pollock, Leanna Bigger, tell us where you guys are watching from in the city. Did you also have the giant thunderstorm? While we're waiting for folks to come in, let me know what animals you've seen over the past week. What wild animals? I asked that last week. What have you seen since last week that is of interest? Can you share with us? Olivia Boyd is watching. Amy Powell from Fort Mac. Yes. Welcome, Amy. Storm moved up here too. Bonnie Hodgson, our regular for the past 4 weeks. Bonnie Hodgson has been here every week. Thank you for coming, Bonnie. Hey, we have someone from BC, Mel from beautiful British Columbia. Do we have anyone from outside of the province or country? Last year we had someone from Japan, which was super cool. As folks are trickling in, I want to tell you about our day today. I'm looking at my hand because it's written on my hand. So far, 24 patients we've taken in today through our doors. Hey, Stephanie's from Ontario. Thanks for coming, Stephanie. All right, 24 patients. So skunk, magpie. I've written pig, that means pigeon. Pigeon, flickers, squirrel. Kyla's laughing at me. We don't take pigs here. Hey, we have someone from New Brunswick. Holy cow. Thanks for joining, everyone. Flickers, squirrels, robin, mallard, a bat, owl, hare, a deer fawn. We have been busy today. We've taken in like all the things, all the animals. So it's been a great day, a great busy day up here at the Wildlife Center. Let's see, there's some rain in the southeast. The rain has hit everywhere. So thanks for letting me know where you're watching from. As you're trickling in, keep letting me know where you're watching from. You know, let me know if you've seen any animals in the past few days and what they are. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Becky. I've been your host for the past 4 weeks. I've been doing the baby shower, and I'm very happy to see some familiar names coming back this year. On the live feeding with me tonight is Kyla. She's been in 3 of the 4, so if you've joined before, you will recognize her. And on the chat, Maya will be popping some important links for you. So, why are we here? We are here for the bats, the skunks, the badgers, the songbirds, the raptors, the badgers, and all the other animals that we take into our center in the summer and also throughout the whole year. Holy moly, Stephanie's here from Winnipeg, Manitoba. This is like an international group tonight. I'm so happy. Thanks for joining, guys. So we're here for all the patients that we take in. We're here to raise funds for them. All of those patients obviously cost money to feed them. It costs money for our staff, you know, to our trained staff to take care of them. So we're here to raise money. Also, I crunched the numbers right before I started the live tonight. So far this month, we've taken in 525 patients have come through our doors. 525 patients. That's right. So we're going to bust through 600 this month for sure. That's why we do these events. We must raise $40,000. That is our goal for this year. We only have 6 days left. The bad news is we're only at about 50% of our goal. However, I know that our supporters are going to come out and, you know, help us get closer to our goal of getting to 100%. The good news is our matching scheme, which was a doubling scheme by one of our donors, matching every donation dollar for dollar up to $5,000, has been met. So that's wonderful. So what are some ways that you can donate? We have our 50-50. Last I checked, it was around $13,000. That will get up to $20,000, I'm sure. Maya can pop that link into the chat for you right now. The more people that buy tickets, the bigger the pot for the winner, and of course, the bigger the pot for the animals. The second way you can get involved is via our dedicated donation link that Maya will pop into the chat for you right now. Starting right now until the end of this evening, midnight, the first 5 donors of $25 or more will be sent a special thank you gift in the post for donating. This gift is only available during our baby shower month. It's not our merch. It's not in our merch store. You only get it for donating right now. And if you want to try your luck, the top 3 donors of the whole month, again, via that dedicated donation link that Maya popped into the chat, will be sent an extra special thank you gift in the post. Again, not our merch, only available during this time. So what can I tell you? I can tell you that because today is our last baby shower of the year, we have a surprise for you. We are going to do double babies tonight. So please stick around. Don't, check out after the first feeding because there's going to be a second one. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be adorable. Questions that you have, you can please pop them into the chat. Thank goodness this year I figured out how to actually see the chat and answer the questions so we can try to answer your questions in real time. Let me think. I'm blabbing on. I think that's it. So before we get on to our surprise baby, the babies that we do have, we know are some adorable, teeny tiny mountain cottontail bunnies. We have a bit of a Q&A before we get into the feeding. So I am going to flip you around to Kyla, who has been with us all month. And hold on. There we go. Hey, Kyla.
Hello.
Okay, thanks for coming back to work. Kyla came all the way back to work for us to do this tonight, so we really appreciate that. We're going to be looking at some not baby bunnies. The bunnies are babies, but bunny mountain cottontails. Can you tell us a bit about the circumstances of why these guys were admitted to us?
Unfortunately, their mother was killed, so they were orphaned. That's all we really know. So they've been with us for about a week now.
Gotcha. And how old are they? Do we know?
We're estimating that they're maybe 4 weeks.
Okay. And just a question to our listeners. If you cannot hear Kyla well, please let us know. Turn up the volume. It's always less loud when it's not facing me. So if you can't hear her, let us know. Next question, what we're going to see. So these are not the typical hares that people see like bouncing around, downtown Calgary. These are mountain cottontails. Can you give us some of the differences between prairie hares and mountain cottontails?
The biggest difference is their size. The prairie hares are gigantic compared to cottontails. Cottontails, most people think they're seeing a baby bunny when they actually see the adults. But the snowshoe hares, or jackrabbits, as some people call them, have really big, tall ears that are tipped with black. And the cottontails have shorter, almost rounder ears. They also have a rounder body than those hares tend to be pretty lean running machines. And the hares, their feet are the other big difference. They get the name snowshoe hare because their back feet are really big, so it helps them stay on top of the snow. Cottontails don't have that adaptation, so they have to move around where there is less snow.
Good. Okay, awesome. Every year around this time in the spring, we say to people, see a hare, leave it there, meaning if people see baby hares all alone, we tell them, if there's no visible injuries, do not bring them into us, because that is totally normal behavior for mothers to leave their young. Is this the same for bunnies?
It is the same for the cottontails. They're just smaller, so they look a little more helpless.
So a good tip for everyone to remember, unless there's visible injuries or, fly eggs or things like that, moms leave their babies alone for countless hours during the day to forage and keep them protected from predators. All right, final question before you go and fetch these wee ones. What are we feeding tonight? And I guess how long will they be on the food that we're feeding them?
Tonight they're getting a formula. It's specially formulated for cottontails. And they're getting that. They'll get it probably for another week or two. Depends when they decide that they don't want it anymore, really. And then they're already chewing on grass despite their size. You'll be shocked when you see how small they are. It's hard to believe that they were eating grass today. It's just an instinct. They know what they need even after they had their feed.
Amazing. All right, I'm going to let you get ready. Flipping back around to me. So, reminders of what you guys can do to get involved. So the 50/50, that's sitting at 13,000 last I checked. Get your tickets. They go on, or they stop. The sales stop at midnight on the 30th. So next Monday, I think that is. I will be calling the lucky winner on Canada Day. So please make sure you get your tickets and, pass that information to your family and friends. I'm just looking at the chat to see if anyone has asked any questions. If you have any questions, please pop them into the chat so we can answer clearly. As always, when we do these lives, when the feeding starts, we're quiet, just because we don't want to stress out the patients. My phone is driving me crazy. I keep getting these pop-ups. No questions I don't see yet, but I see lots of familiar faces. So we'll be quiet, but please, any questions that you have during the feeding, just pop them in the chat and we'll answer them after. All right, we're going to be quiet. We'll be back in a second. And don't forget, there's a surprise one too, so don't bounce away. first?
Sure.
Okay. Are those the cutest things you've ever seen? All right, let's see. Did anyone put any questions into the chat? All right, here we go. Questions. You guys would laugh. I have a iPhone like 8 or 7, and the screen is like super cracked. It's impossible to see. All right, how many are there? Bonnie Hodgson asks, how many are there? Why do you pull the syringe away so many times? All right, that'll be a Kyla question. So Kyla, I'm going to flip over to you. Just some questions about what was happening just then. So Bonnie asks, there were two, Bonnie. Why do you pull the syringe away so many times?
Because it's empty, and we don't want them to get air into their bellies, because then they become like colicky babies. They don't cry quite as much, but their bellies get really bloated and it's painful for them.
Gotcha. Point the thing towards me. Thanks. It's okay. Let's see if there's any other questions. Oh, she says, never mind, lol. The syringe is empty. Okay, sorry. I'm just going from the top down. I just told them that my phone is like an iPhone 7 and it's all cracked, the screen. And let's see. Catherine Perez says, hello from Winnipeg. Hey, Catherine. Here's a good question that you can answer. So Olivia Boyd asked, do they have names? We don't name our patients. Do you want to talk about that, Kyla?
Yeah, while they're here, we want they're wildlife. We want to keep them as wild as they can, so they don't get named when they're here. They have numbers assigned to them. We do have people who rescue wildlife and bring it to us that will leave them here with a name, because their children or they have named it, and we will use that name when we're referring to the patients, but we don't call them by names.
All right. Do we need to get the water first, or?
It's boiling right
it's
now.
Boiling. Okay. Yeah. So how often, it'll turn off by itself. How often do you need to feed the babies? Asked Doug Ferries.
Well, right now they're eating every 4 hours, and then we have an 8-hour break overnight, just like their mom needs a little bit of rest too, so they normally have a little bit of a break.
Okay, so we know that we have a surprise, but I thought we would give our viewers a chance to try to guess the animal before, like as you're getting the formula ready. So could you give us like 3 facts about the animal that they're going to be seeing? And while you're getting prepped, we'll see if people can like throw in the chat what their guesses might be of what this is going to be.
All right. They are native to Alberta, and they are what are called omnivores. So they eat seeds and nuts and plants, but they also eat bugs and sometimes even small rodents. And when they greet each other out in the wild, everything is scent oriented for them, so that's how they mark their territory and stuff. And when they greet each other in the wild, they actually touch their noses together, and so it kind of looks like they give each other a hello kiss.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. I'll let you go get the water. So let's see if I can remember all that. So they're native to Alberta. They're omnivores, so they eat like seeds and grains and grasses and stuff probably, and nuts, and maybe some insects, maybe small teeny birds, maybe possibly. And the third one was they are scent oriented when they're outside, and so they greet each other by touching their noses or their mouths, so they look like they're making out basically. Okay, so what do we think that is? Kyla's gonna need like a couple seconds to get the formula ready, so like what do you think you're gonna be seeing? Doug Ferries, what do you think? Okay, so Catherine Lanovaz, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, is guessing a skunk. What else? Who else do we have here that can guess? Bonnie Hodgson, come on. You've been here 4 weeks. What's your guess? Putting all the pressure on you. Who else? Stephanie Celso, if you're still here. What do you think? Penny Penfold, what's your guess? What do you think we're going to be seeing? So omnivores, native to Alberta, When they greet, it looks like they're making out, basically. They eat lots of like grains and grasses and maybe some like insects and stuff. Is Leanna Bigger still here? Leanna Bigger, what do you think? So far, all we have as a guess is, let me see, a skunk. Someone says, okay, we have skunk. We have, oh my God, my phone, guys. Beaver. We have porcupine. Bonnie's just saying, ha ha. What the heck, Bonnie? Oh, gopher. Raccoon. Good guesses, everyone. How much longer do we have, Kyla? We're checking the temp. Gopher. Leanna Bigger, what do you think?
About 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Should I do the Jeopardy music for 20 seconds? Would that annoy everyone greatly? Dun, 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 dun. Don't bounce away. I know this is really like boring, but your mind is gonna be blown. Dun, 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 dun. Any other guesses? They're good guesses. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So I'm gonna be super quiet, then we'll come back for a little bit more. Oh shoot, oh no, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Do you want to put her back? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was a bit freaked out, I think. She was like, did everyone see she was just staring at me? We have a comment from Bonnie Hodgson. Of course, Bonnie. Chipmunk was my... Ooh. We'll find out. But she says, Chipmunk was my next guess. I had stepped away for a moment and thought you were saying cottontails were omnivores. All right. So let's flip back over to you, Kyla. Kyla, what is that? Oh, sorry. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, face it to me.
Right.
What is it?
It's a 13-lined ground squirrel.
Not a chipmunk, but it's very close. You were probably the closest, Bonnie, with that guess. Do we get these often?
We don't see them here very often. I think this is the first one I've seen as long as I've been here. And they're just very reclusive little guys.
They look similar to chipmunks, though, right?
Yeah.
Do chipmunks have the stripes, too?
Some chipmunks do, but they don't have the distinct white and black 13 lines. That's how they get their name.
And I was about to ask you, are they called 13 because they have 13 lines?
And they're symmetrical, so they're exactly the same on both sides.
Awesome. He or she, do we know?
She.
She was so cute. I think she was a bit camera shy. Like, she was just staring at me, so I backed up a bit. Do we know the circumstances of why she came into us?
She was found in Fish Creek Park on the side of the pathway, and it was quite wet on the weekend, as we know. So the finder took her home, dried her off, warmed her up, and then took her back for the evening, and then checked again in the morning, and she was still in the same place, so they brought her into us.
Perfect. How old is she?
She's about 4, maybe 5 weeks old.
Oh my gosh, she's so little. And when will she be ready to go back, do we think?
Shockingly, in about 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh. So when will she be off the formula and onto the omnivore foods?
The formula will be probably another week or so. It depends a lot on how she's doing with the formula, because they'll start to reject it. We'll start putting the dry food in with her, and then she has a choice between the dry food and the formula when we feed her, and then she'll just slowly transition herself off.
Awesome. Okay. I think I don't see any other questions. I'm going to flip back to me, but if you guys have any questions still, you can pop them in the chat. So that was your surprise. Yes, super cute. Some reminders for you before we sign off for tonight. First of all, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Bonnie Hodgson, for coming every week. Oh, Allison Wong is just signing in now. Allison, you missed it all. Okay, the first is our 50-50. 13,000 is what we're at. We need to get to 20,000. That's more money for the winner, more money for our patients. Send that around to your family, your friends via text, social media, email. The higher we get, the better. Don't forget to get your tickets before midnight on the 30th. I will be calling the lucky winner on Canada Day to wish you congratulations. Second thing was through that dedicated donation link. Oh, and sorry, Maya, you can pop that link into the chat now. Second way to help out is to donate via the dedicated donation link. Remember, the first 5 people, when we started tonight until the end of the evening, so at midnight, $25 or more via that dedicated donation link will receive a special gift in the post. Again, it's not our merch. It's not anything you can get regularly. It's only during baby shower month. And that same dedicated donation link that Maya's popping into the chat, the top 3 donors of the full month will get an extra special gift. So make sure you take advantage of those. If you are not on our mailing list, please make sure you go to our website, into the footer, sign up for updates. You get our newsletters, our emails, any special events. The more people that know about our message, the better. So studies have shown that people will donate and support organizations that they know their friends or people they know are donating to. So as we're only at 50% of our goal right now, I would love it if all of you could share our message on social media. If you do get our emails, please just maybe pass that to 5 of your friends and say, hey, we support this organization, or I support this organization. can you help them out? The more people that know about us through friends, through contacts, the better for us. So please help us get to our goal of $40,000. We're only about halfway there, but we still have about a week to go. We appreciate all that. Thank you so much for coming every week. Bonnie Hodgins, again, looking for volunteers at all. We do, Bonnie, send us an email at admin@calgarywildlife.org and we can give you all that information. But we do always need volunteers. It is, depends on what time of year. So shoot us an email. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for getting tickets, for donating, for sharing, for liking. Please continue to do that. And that's it for us for this year. It's gone by so quickly. We'll be doing the same thing again next year. Same place, maybe the same time, same people probably. Again, please share around and we will see you again next year. Have a great rest of your June. Have a great summer. Thank you for supporting and we will see you next year. Bye.